As ever, I'm charmed by the comments that you're making. Martin Smith has written, Mr. Integrity has the audacity to be criticising the country he and his wife are still benefiting from to the tune of over 7 million in dividends for the year. Now, I think he's referring to the fact that when Mr. Sunak is upbraiding Mr. Lavrov and therefore Lavrov's master, Mr. Putin, woof woof, and giving him a Rishi teabagging, that Mr. Sunak is actually receiving money from in dividends from Infosys, which is the company that his wife has shares in. Now, I understand that last year he didn't get 7 million, he got 11.5 million, but I suppose that goes for all the various companies, or all the various places where Infosys is functioning. And Rishi Sunak, to his, I was going to say to his credit, but not really, as an excuse, can say that he doesn't personally have any involvement in the running of the company, and nor does his wife. He would also say that he is an elected politician, and that he talks about what he's responsible for, and his wife is not an elected politician. Maybe that's why she didn't appear with him when he walked into 10 Downing Street at the beginning of his premiership. But she has appeared since with him, particularly at the Remembrance Day celebration. So it's not as if she's a completely invisible and non-existent character. She also went to the palace when Rishi formally met the king. So we can't completely divide one person from another. And if I were to claim unemployment benefit, for example, then my household income would be examined. So the fact that I would not be employed would not necessarily mean that I could claim unemployment benefit because my partner probably is employed, or the other way round. And I think if I were a judge, my partner's business interests would be considered if I had a case before me. And the same thing surely is true of the Prime Minister, though in this case, the Prime Minister's moral integrity is seriously damaged by the fact that he had said that Infosys was going to stop trading in Russia, and it clearly has not. It's one of the few companies which has not. Now, I would have thought that his father-in-law would have recognised that having a prime minister in the family is probably more important than grabbing a few rubles out of Russia. I think the Sunak family has to think very seriously about its priorities, because this thing is going to cripple Mr. Sunak's integrity and moral standing. And this is a moral face-off, because we are dealing with a power in Putin that is evil. And evil is not confronted by the limp-wristed and the half-good. Evil is confronted by the pure of heart. And this is a position that Mr. Sunak could easily take were he not compromised by his wife's vast fortune. He cannot pretend that there is a, what do they say in that strange American program, a glass wall between the two. There is not. There is not. It wouldn't hold up in the Home Office. It wouldn't hold up in employment law. It wouldn't hold up in the Department of Justice. He has to come clean, and he has to do what he promised he was going to do in March. If he can't have control over his own household, how can he expect to have control over the country, and more importantly, to threaten another country, to hold another country to account, and to demand that another country plays by the rules and operates with moral rectitude. He can't if his own personal life is compromised by lucre, filthy lucre.